I recently saw A Haunting in Venice, and now we're going to talk about it. So I'm going to go over some things that I really enjoyed about this movie, and then at the end I'll have my final thoughts, but I will try to keep this spoiler free. I really like murder mysteries and I like spooky horror films, so combining the two, I love that aspect of films. I like that throughout the film, it's incorporating all these horror elements that plays into this story where you have to question if it's actually supernatural elements or if it's not. And I love that it takes this character who is very logical thinking, doesn't believe in that sort of things, and you kind of question it with him. Every part of the story, every scene has meaning, and I think they did this really well, especially for a mystery movie. Sometimes you'll watch mystery movies and they'll tie things together, but you're like, how did that even piece together? Or you didn't even see that as a viewer, so why would that even work? But this ties together so nicely, and there's little moments that you look back and you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So with every scene, they have moments like that where you really have to pay attention, and then maybe you can figure it out yourself. I think overall the casting was really well done. I think Michelle Yeoh was one of the standouts of the piece. I think her character was really mysterious and spooky, and you couldn't really tell what the truth was. And I think the way that she portrayed that character was very well done. I also really like Kenneth Branagh in this series. I think his character, while being kind of logical and less emotional and kind of cold and standoffish, he brings out so much charisma and likability that even though he comes off as, you know, kind of cold and heartless, you can like feel like to his core that's not who he is. And I think he portrays that character so good. Like, I just really like his character a lot, and I think he did a really good job with it. Tina Fey also had a supporting role in this movie, and while I really like that she's kind of portraying a different character than she normally takes on, she takes on the very comedic role. I like the seriousness of the character. However, I feel like anybody could have played that role. I kind of still saw Tina Fey. She did okay, but it wasn't like the most phenomenal thing. One of the best things about movies is how well they do their cinematography, and I think that in this movie, they used it the best way to use it in a mystery horror film. They used it as a part of their storytelling. When I watched this film, I felt like I was with these people. I felt kind of trapped and claustrophobic. I felt like I was kind of being watched. And that was how they chose to do scenes and set up shots. And I really appreciated how they set up their shots to tell this spooky, eerie mystery story. Overall, I really enjoyed this film. I love murder mysteries. I love things that have twists and turns and can be logically put together. I also really love the aspect of questioning whether this is real or if this is supernatural. I love when you can take a very logical character and make him question everything. So I think that if you like mysteries and you like to put things together and you also like I would say soft horror because it's not super scary, but if you like that, I think you'll really enjoy this film. I think that they advertised this film more spooky than what it is. So if you really like horror and you want to be like terrified, this isn't really the movie for you because it is focused more on the people, more on the story, and more on who done it. So those are my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you've seen this movie, if you like it, or if you didn't. I will see you guys later.